Hey. Okay, so we wanted to answer...
Wow. Answer texts, apparently.
We just wanted to make a video to sort of tell you our story, give you an update on how we met, get to know each other a little bit. I mean us, not like us, because like we're engaged, we should know each other.
Some days I'm not so sure.
So yeah, let's answer some basic questions. How did we meet, etc., etc. So first question is, where and when did we first meet? We met at school.
Yes, met there. I went to a soccer game. It was like a homecoming bash or something like that. Like a spirit night kind of game. And I was sitting on the bleachers, and in front of me were these 3 girls, and they started talking about ice cream. We were eating Ben & Jerry's.
Yeah, we were eating Ben & Jerry's, and we were debating on whether or not mint chocolate chip tastes different with the white mint chocolate chip and the green mint chocolate chip, because we all know there's a difference. So we were debating that, and in chimes...
I just like decided I did not know these 3 people, and I was just like, hello, I would like to put my input in. I think it does not make a difference, because it's, I'm pretty sure, just food coloring. And then 3 random strangers, instead of just ignoring me, decided, yes, we would like to hear your opinion on the matter, stranger.
So,
anyway,
yeah.
So we met, and then we just started talking, and then our friend Jasmine started talking to me and invited me to eat dinner with you guys at like a little picnic thing they had.
Yeah.
And we didn't talk much until later in the day.
Well, here's the thing. This sort of brings in another question, was like, what was your first impression of each other? So we met each other at a soccer game, and it was super chill. We got into great conversation, and then one thing led to another, and we're just like hanging out together all of a sudden. Like a group of like 5 or 6 of us all became really close friends in a matter of like 2 weeks.
You asked me that night to go to Giant with you.
Oh yes, that night I decided I'm a fresh sophomore in college, and I wanted to hang out with my new friend that I met that day, and I wanted to make sure that he felt like included, and just, I'm a kind person. So he thought I had ulterior motives when it was just like, I want to make sure that this new kid doesn't feel like
I didn't think you had ulterior motives. I didn't think you were trying to get after my wallet, because I'm very wealthy.
Anyway, so that night after we all hung out,
yeah,
we exchanged Instagrams when we were hanging. We exchanged Instagrams earlier that day, and that night I DM'd him on Instagram, and I was like, hey, do you want to go to Giant with me? Grocery store, if you don't know. And
the way you typed and texted that night is very different from how you type and text with most people.
I was witty.
Witty? I mean...
Anyway, that night began a friendship that would last up to this day.
And it's over now.
Today's the last day. We're actually recording this video to tell you guys that
we're getting a divorce.
So, yes, we met at a soccer game, and then thus began a whole friendship. We just became really, really close friends. I would say we were best friends, by the end of that semester. And
I'd say we were really good friends. Best friend, I don't know.
Oh, come on. We were really close friends. And yeah, it was just awesome. So,
we're gonna explain. Is this a question about who liked who first or whatever?
No.
That is important in context.
This is not the question, but I had a crush on him the whole semester, and he knew, and we were still cordial, fine, best friends. But come the second semester, in like February era, he told me he liked me back.
Indeed, I did.
Our first impressions of each other? What do you think?
I thought you were cool.
No, just be honest.
I thought you were a little standoffish, but in an endearing way.
Okay, so yes, where was our first date?
It was at a sushi place. It was Leaky Sushi.
Leaky? Mm-hmm. Yeah.
That was it's in Phoenixville or Collegeville.
Collegeville, yeah. So a lot of our biggest first date, where did he ask me to be his girlfriend kind of vibe, events.
Sushi.
Food, sushi, mostly sushi. First date was at a sushi restaurant. Where he asked me to be his girlfriend was at a sushi restaurant.
I didn't ask you to marry me at a sushi restaurant.
You did not ask me to marry me at a sushi restaurant, but I would have said yes. As long as it wasn't in the food. The ring.
I know, you said that early on. Because you just said, I remember you saying, don't ever put the ring in a piece of food because I'll eat it and then choke on it. Or just eat it and swallow it. And then I have to poop it out.
Alright, when did you meet my family and when did I meet your family?
When did you met my family pretty early. Like we became friends in September. You actually came and visited Maryland.
In October.
No, November. It's for my brother's birthday.
November. That's when I met his family, and then he met my family in January. You flew down to Texas.
2019. Which would have been so that's a year and like a month.
Yeah.
Like 2 months.
So we were together for a long time before he was able to make the trip out to Texas. But that year I was in Texas for Christmas and he came down for New Year's and hung out with all of us. It was really great. We would have met at them earlier if it wouldn't have been for like money. Trying to fly to Texas is like pretty expensive.
Yeah.
So yeah, my family loves him. His family, pretty sure they love me. Okay, what about the first thing you noticed about me once you started liking me? Like, what flipped the switch for you?
What flipped the switch? I don't know. I just kind of started to realize that we were just we just got along really well.
Compatible.
Sure. Yeah, I don't know. It just kind of happened. It's kind of hard to explain, really. I just started to notice that our personalities were like, they're not similar in the sense that we're not the same person. We're very different. But we have similarities that I was... when you're growing up, you think you like a certain kind of person. But then you kind of realize that was based more on things that you think you want, but not what you really want, or not what you really think is... or not what is really good for you. And I kind of realized you were exactly what I needed in a relationship. And you're the kind of person that I wanted to be with. And there you go. That was it.
For me, it was like...
After a week, you were like, wow, that guy's attractive.
No,
what a
but
sexy
it was,
babe.
It started out with like, wow, he's cute. That
she's on my
crush.
6-pack.
It started out with, yeah, he's cute. And it was just a crush. And then it sort of went to... I recognize how compatible we are. I recognize how funny we are together and how we just really do well together. So let's talk about the proposal. What happened? What was the process from, I know I'm gonna propose?
I like you do karate.
What happened from the moment you told yourself, I'm gonna propose to this girl, to this is the ring, to...
Well, the ring was because you sent it to me. You sent me a couple, and then you were like, I like these, but I really like this one. This one right here. Just saying, by the way, this particular one... There's a squirrel. You said, I really like this one, and so that's the one that I got. It was very easy.
Very
You made
easy.
it very easy for me.
So what was your process to plan the day?
I planned it right after your sister got married because your parents were going to be in town and I wanted them to be there for that. And basically what I planned was that we went by, there was like a lake that I found in a park. It was very nice. We went on like a dock. A little cliche, but it was nice though.
It was so nice.
Cliches exist for a reason. Sometimes they just work.
Yeah,
and it was a beautiful day, gorgeous weather. Wasn't super hot, no clouds.
It was a perfect day. And we should also mention that I had some suspicions. I was like telling Morgan and Jasmine,
Even
my best friend. They all knew, and I was like, I feel like he's gonna propose on Tuesday. So anyway, we get to the park and we walk down to the dock and he proposes, and out comes one of our really close friends, Keenan. Love you, bro. He came out and Nathan hired him to do the photography for it.
He drove.
He drove
special shout out.
Hours. His car broke down. He ran like a mile from the park from his car, and he showed up right on time.
And so we drove back to my house, and shout out to everybody involved here. because the amount of work that people did in an hour, they threw it all together so quickly. And it was that, to me, like, I knew the proposal was not going to be a surprise, like, to the full extent that I maybe wanted it to be, but I was okay with that. For me, I wanted the party to be a surprise. That mattered more to me, because then that's more about a celebration of us and you. So yeah, and then we had the party. You were very surprised.
I was very surprised. It was wonderful. I cried, saw my sister. It was just like...
There's a lot of crying that day.
The best ever.
Probably the best day. Probably up to this point, the best day of my life.
Yeah, for sure.
Because that barbecue was so good.
sure.
Getting engaged to you was cool, but like...
Yeah, the food was just... So yeah, thus began our whole wedding planning extravaganza. And, you know, like you heard in one of my latest uploads, we are not going to have the wedding that we planned anymore.
Because of all that's going on, it's just not safe. Well, plus, everywhere is closed anyway, so it doesn't matter.
So we had to make the decision, like a month ago? It was
I don't
about
even
a month
remember.
ago.
The days are blended in.
It was about a month ago that we decided to cancel the wedding. And, you know, we are still going to get married. We just don't know when. We're still waiting on some things to be a little safer for my family to travel here. And
that's the main thing. We want your parents to be able to come.
Yeah.
And your sisters. And
yeah.
So we're trying to figure that out.
So we don't know when we're going to get married, but we hope soon. So yeah, that is a little bit of a background on us. Started as best friends.
What a good time.
What a good time. Started with ice cream. We'll probably end with ice cream.
What is that supposed to mean?
I don't know. I thought it was funny, but... Well, thanks for coming to my channel.
You talking to me or them?
You.
But not them?
Thanks for coming to my channel.
Thanks a lot. Thanks.
Stop. I'm so
Get out of
hungry.
Here. Why are you still watching?
It's 2
Go spend time with your
o'clock.
family. You're home. What day is it?
Anyway, thanks for coming to my channel. Make sure you subscribe, like, comment. Do you have anything you want to add?
I'm not very good at math.
Get out.
Smooth exit.